Just 1 month before her 7-year term in office was set to come to an end, Busisiwe Mkhwebane was officially removed from her role as public protector. And with Mkhwebane set to challenge the decision and potentially due a multi-million rand payout for her time in office, the looming court battles have extra significance. But how did Mkhwebane get to this point, and what happens next? Newzroom Afrika's Nick Andersen tells us more.
After years of court loss after court loss, and having her reports overturned on review, parliamentarians decided that enough is enough when it comes to Busisiwe Mkhwebane. Things began to really heat up in 2020 after Mkhwebane suffered big defeats in her Absa Bancorp, SARS Rogue Unit, and of course the CR17 campaign investigations. In February of that year, the DA submitted an impeachment motion, and soon after, an independent panel was appointed. In February 2021, that panel found that there was in fact prima facie evidence showing incompetence and misconduct by Mkhwebane. After the National Assembly established its own Section 194 committee to look at the possible impeachment for Mkhwebane, a few legal challenges could not bring the process to a halt. Fast forward to this past week, and after an over 400-page report from the committee, over 2/3 of MPs voted for Mkhwebane to be impeached. More than 79% voted for her removal, with 318 voting for her axing, with just 43 MPs, mostly from the EFF, voting to keep her in office. Around 48 hours later, Ramaphosa confirmed Mkhwebane's removal. The now former public protector has already said she intends to take her removal to court, accusing the Section 194 committee of having a predetermined outcome to remove her from the start. But according to committee chair and ANC MP Kubudile Dianti, he has no concerns over Mkhwebane's legal threats.
I'm very confident that the comprehensive work we have put in that report, tomorrow or any other day, whether it is the High Court, whatever court, they will find in our favor.
A 10 million rand pension and gratuity package would have been due to Mkhwebane if she had made it the last month to the end of her term. And any legal battles still to play out are likely to focus on whether Mkhwebane is still legally entitled to that money. There were some notable abstentions during the impeachment voting process, though. The ANC's Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma was a no-show, while COPE's Musia Lekota abstained. Despite his decision, Lekota insisted that MPs should have never appointed Mkhwebane in the first place.
Some of us, including certainly myself, we are aware of other things building up to her being appointed that should even not have allowed for her to be appointed. Because there were so many manipulations of her, so many manipulations of things, which is why now you should ask yourself, the EFF was one of the parties that took a certain position when she was being appointed and so on. And now have suddenly taken a different position.
Despite initially receiving support from the ANC and IFP during her appointment process, both parties voted decisively this week to ensure her impeachment. In a vote that saw South Africa's first ever removal of the head of a Chapter 9 institution to defend democracy, the saga and drama of the Busisiwe Mkhwebane era finally came to an end. But with money still left to play for and a financial precedent to be set, the looming court battles will still be ones to watch with a keen eye. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Nick Andersen in Johannesburg.